Oh, man. We got 3 football games left, man. 3 games left. I'm not including the whatever goofy two-hand touch flag football shit they're going to do for the Pro Bowl. 2 games or 3 games left. Oh, man. Sad times, but welcome to the show. The Fly Degenerates football show. We are closing out the year. We have last picks for the last championship weekend, last playoff weekend of the year. We got a new head coach announced and introduced in New York. We got a new head coach in Baltimore. We got a new head coach in Tennessee. We got a new head coach in Miami. We got a new head coach in Atlanta. We got a new is that it? I got them all? Atlanta, Tennessee, Miami, Baltimore, New York.
A new offensive coordinator out in
No. Head coaches.
Oh, yeah, but it's a former head coach, so you know.
I don't care. Don't matter. Head coach.
Tangential.
Big dog.
And honestly, it don't count until because we can't say Mike or Brian Flores because they both have these bullshit barring a head coaching opportunity. So that gets put to the back burner until all the head coaching vacancies are full.
Did Brian Flores go back to, or did he?
He signed the extension. He signed I don't know, some type of framework extension with the Vikings that if he doesn't get a head coaching job, he's the defensive coordinator. I guess his contract was up. He just re-signed, but I guess he still has the freedom to take a job if it becomes available. But that I'm not counting that as worthy news. I mean, I assume Mike McDaniel. The Mike McDaniel thing is weird to me because I don't know what that means that he's still waiting on the head coaching job. I don't know why he signed that then. Does that mean that it's unlikely he's going to take any of the coaching jobs? I don't know.
Yeah, because you're putting LA in just as shitty as a position if you do end up getting a job. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just wait if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand. I didn't understand the wording of that, but I just took it to mean he's not taking any of the head coaching jobs. Like,
how foul would it be if he does get a head coaching job and because there was agreement in place, fucking the Chargers and the Vikings get draft picks, because of technically they're hiring their offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators, which we don't know is not the case.
Well, I think it will be bullshit for the Chargers. I don't think it will be bullshit for the Vikings because he was already on the staff. I feel like
that's true. But I mean,
I feel like if they sign Mike McDaniel as a black coach so they can steal some draft picks and he never coaches a day for the team, then that's bogus. The fact that he's a black coach is bogus to begin with. That's the
crazy.
That's the real elephant in the room, to be honest. But
that's crazy.
But I don't know, man. I thought Brian Flores was going to be the Steelers head coach, but now it seems like that's not going to happen. So I don't know. But let's talk about the head coaches first that got hired. I don't think we really need to, unless there was anything that you took away from the introductory press conference with the Giants. I think we already sort of
besides Joe Shane
fully took over the Giants conversation. There's no more meat left on that bone, I don't think, unless y'all got something.
Well, I'm just concerned about what was going on with Joe Shane, man.
What about him? That he saved the franchise?
No, bro. Did you hear when he was talking? It was almost like he was hyperventilating.
I didn't even see that.
I can't believe I saved the New York Giants from obscurity.
No, bro,
it's not easy.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. It's if it were like that, I could understand it and laugh at it. But I'm just like, yo, this nigga. He was like, it was as if Debo,
the same guy who say he doesn't hate the Giants. Go ahead,
nigga. I'm telling you, look at the video. Watch the video.
I'm listening to you,
bro. He was like, his voice was quaking, and he was like stumbling over his words as if like he's been here for a while. Like it just seemed so strange, as if like he was scared to say what he was saying.
Hmm.
Pop it up. So you, because it's hard for me to explain it, having that history that I've been that
Yeah,
H is thrusting upon me.
I gotta
Pause.
see this. I gotta see it.
No, but it
I
was
saw
it
a
was
quick
really
video of him like with a hat, like with a hat. He
no
didn't.
no no
It
no no.
I
It was
saw
very
him
it
at
was
the
very
introductory
strange.
press conference. I saw him. I know what you're talking about. I don't
Okay.
know why it needed to go as news in front of the actual head coaching jobs, just because your Giants hatred burns so strong. But let's go down the path. Why not? Pull
Well,
it up.
we're
Let's watch
breaking
the
news to
video.
Cheeks
Let's
because
let's let's do
he
it.
didn't he didn't he didn't he wasn't aware of it. So
I know. So
now he
let's go
is.
ahead. Go ahead. Let's wait for him to watch it, and then we could talk about
Nah, I don't want to do that.
it. We're already here. Let's go. Watch it.
All
It
right,
is what it is.
let's see.
John Harbaugh is high on the roster. Yeah, I mean that's important. You're going to come and coach these team, the players. So what's your plan with what we have? And again, I mentioned that to you guys before. I thought we would be able to fill the job based on
I don't even know if that's it. I'll send it at a later date. I think this is just. I'm talking about when he introduced.
some really good talks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're in postseason form here with the show, ladies and gentlemen. Playoff form here.
As much as Jim Harbaugh was.
Good afternoon, everyone.
No, we don't have
So
to
what
do
are
that
the
now.
meat is left on the Giants' bone? Because
Nah, it's not. This not. I'm like,
There's some shake.
but yeah,
There's shakeups going in the front office at least. Wow.
go on.
No, they fired like they fired a guy that's been there for like 23 years. Like one of the head, higher ups or whatever. Um, and then
Does he have a name?
the way it was phrased, I think it was Abrams. Maybe I don't know.
What was his
yeah,
position?
that sounds familiar.
It was like
Abrams
it
sounds.
was some football VP.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar. They
And
but
can you explain why that is? What do you view as the significance there?
No, it's just like it just feels like that actually John Harbaugh. When they were doing that speculation that was going on for like a day or a half a day or so, and they were like, when there was a little bit of nervousness that was getting put out there in terms of like John Harbaugh not actually signing yet, it just felt like he was kind of making sure that the certain things that he wanted done were going to get done. Maybe that was putting that in paper or so that it would get done because obviously once he was introduced, it came out. So it just feels it just I'm just saying like it kind of just feels like that was kind of like the holdup to make sure that he was going to put his fingerprint on everything that's going on with the football operations, and it just kind of it seems like that's the case based on them, shortly
yeah,
thereafter firing a guy that's been there for 2 decades. Obviously not a coincidence.
yeah. Now I did hear that that was the holdup that they didn't want to like hand something over to Harbaugh and then that's when he left and then I think he entertained the Titans job or he took a phone call from them or some shit
Not
and
taking no
then
phone call.
and then we went, and then Chris, and that's another thing too. Chris Mara's taken, the younger brothers has been taken over for the Mara, so I think that has a lot to do with it too. Like he's willing to like clean house type shit. While John Mara is more, he loves fucking Joe Shane. He loves everything. So I'm happy with the whole Chris Mara thing, but that's that's I think that's gonna help too. A new face in the ownership area too.
Not really
I
a
think
new
that's gonna
face though,
help
no.
too. Huh?
Not really a new face though, no.
Not a new face, but he's taking over for the brother. So I think that's a huge deal for us. At least for me, because we've been complaining about ownership for a while. So I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm not to say happy because I don't know what it really entails, but it's interesting and it got my attention because like I said, we've been talking
They want
about
a
the
full
ownership for a
change up,
while.
not like a little. Oh, we're changing
Right,
this, and then but we're leaving this guy still here. Like it just seems like
right.
it.
And this is
That's why I'm kind of
ownership.
going
When does
back to the
ownership
Shane thing.
usually?
Joe
Yeah,
Shane thing it kind of just felt like is he got neutered a bit, which is good for you because that's what you wanted.
yeah, definitely. I definitely wanted that. But back to the
So
other own
make it away,
other head
toys.
coach.
Take it away, boys.
Let me see
So
here what we got here.
who's the guy? Who's the guy Abrams that got fired? I still don't
Oh, okay.
understand.
Hold on, Abel.
And what's the significance of him leaving? That it means that they're cleaning house.
Yeah,
I
because
thought
they
the fact that
said
they
that they.
hired John Harbaugh was the was the thing. I don't know. We were waiting for more front office staffing announcements. What else are we waiting for from the Giants front office staff? I thought it was over when John Harbaugh was hired.
Kevin
Nah, but
Abrams.
Kevin, yeah. I remember that name. I never knew what he was though. Worked as the interim general
The
manager.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he was the interim um general manager. Yep, I do remember that.
Oh, when
After
thing got fired.
Jerry Reese. Yeah, I do remember that name. I didn't know he moved up. Executive former, yeah, vice president, football vice president.
So he
Wow, that's
got
crazy. He's
fired.
president, yeah.
Yes, he got fired.
Yeah, here it says
Yes,
20 to 20, yep, 25. No
he said he
longer the
was.
senior vice president of football operations.
Okay, so
Wow.
what was he doing? What does that mean? What does that change?
I wonder who's stepping in for him though. Well, it says here he
Who's
oversaw.
stepping in for him? We didn't even know who the fuck he was. Who cared? What did he do? What significance did he have?
Yeah.
Why do
Well,
we
he was a
care? Why are we talking about him? I'm trying to
no.
understand.
Just
Him
cause
being
just
out
cause
is
it
significant. Why?
because they're cleaning. I mean, it said he was the vice president of football operations. So it's like they're
Okay,
cleaning.
but Joe Shane's
There's a
still
new
there. So
face.
how do you square
True.
all those two
But
together?
yeah, that's the
Who was
thing, and
more
that's another thing too. Is
significant, Joe Shane staying or
Jim.
him leaving?
He was a warning shot. You're all on thin
No,
ice.
I think it's just Harbaugh just deeper into into the front office. That's just I think that is like yo, why do we need this dude when they're giving him the keys to the organization is basically what that means, which we knew,
Yeah,
but still it's more significant knowing that they got rid of a guy that's been there for so long, that was in charge of football operations. But and that's another thing. Like how am I supposed to feel about John Harbaugh having so much power? He never had that much power in Baltimore.
but what do you mean? He wanted to draft Puka Nakua, but they told him no.
That's one. What was the? Give me the list of players. Give me all the players that he wanted to draft that he didn't get
Yeah.
before we go. We picked that one fifth round fucking superstar. You know what I
Yeah, it's
mean?
mad funny how that shit comes out.
But motherfuckers is like that. They're ready to jump out the window. Oh, he wanted Puka Nakua. It's like, come on, man. Like let's not act like. Oh, I
Join the
mean,
club.
yeah. Let's not act like it's all. Oh, we got him. It's over. It's over. Like. He still got monkeys on his back too, he still got humps he has to clear too.
So
But
we we feel like since now that this guy Abrams is out, the next Puka Nakua that John Harbaugh wants to draft, he will be able to because this guy's gone.
Yeah, imagine that.
no,
No, I'm
I think
asking a serious question.
no,
I feel like
I
you're
No,
not
I'm
being
saying, but like the
serious.
way he put, no, because I'm saying like the way he, like that's probably it's it goes to the whole framing issue of like how all these coaches and executives have people that like speak up for them when coincidentally other things happen. So it's like, oh, you know, we never heard about him wanting Puka Nakua until now that he's getting a new job, and then also now he wants kind of more say in terms of personnel and all of that stuff. So it's like, I don't know, like some of this stuff just doesn't seem like a coincidence. So I think that's his point. Like, if he's using that as a reference to why he wanted his more control when he got a job, that's kind of like the thing he's pointing to be like, yeah, I could have done this, but I was usurped in power because I didn't have full
Oh,
control
you go usurped.
of the roster.
You go
Yeah.
usurped.
Oh, usurped. No, wait. No, I say usurped. I don't know.
No, you
I
don't.
know
You
why they came out
literally
like that.
just said usurped.
I know. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have a meat in my mouth.
God, I don't
Yo,
know that
but-
I've heard usurped. I don't know that I've heard that before. Usurped. I like that. I think I'm gonna start using that. Usurped instead of usurped.
Usurped. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even know what that fuck that means. So
Well, you, sir, now know. Well, no, you don't
I'm
know. We didn't
Googling
really
it.
explain
Yeah,
it.
I'm googling it right now.
Take a position of power or importance unlawfully or by force.
That's why Shane was shaking in his boots. Took that shit by force,
Like
nigga.
you know why I took that ass? And I'm gonna show you the one that I just saw. He looked so freaked out, like people were still asking him questions, like, "Why are you looking at me for, nigga?" I'm talking. He's looking at me like, "Nigga, don't ask me shit. I'm here to learn."
That's your man's.
Wait, but so what did John Harbaugh say about Puka Nacua? Because I must have missed that.
That was just out there. That he had said something like that.
What does
I
that
mean,
mean? It was
the
out
way
there.
That was put out there that he wanted to draft.
Yeah.
Put
Puka
out where?
Nacua.
By who? Was reported? By a reporter?
I don't think that stuff like that is reported just because they would have report. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't feel like a report. It was just
Well,
look like, for
I didn't hear
example-
anything about this. That's why I'm asking you. What was said? What was being talked
Well,
about?
okay.
That he
Well,
wanted
Mike-
to draft Puka Nacua and what?
yeah. Mike Garafolo.
This is news to me.
Mike Garafolo was on the NFL Today or whatever. He was like, John Harbaugh badly wanted the Ravens to draft wide receiver Puka Nacua in the 2023 draft.
I wonder what round.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask.
Well-
And Mike Garafolo said this.
Yeah, and it said Nacua was selected at pick 177 by the Rams. The Ravens had pick number 157 and used it on Kai Blue Kelly, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, and if my memory serves correct, is also a BYU cornerback. So maybe it has a little bit of legs.
Look
It's
at
only a
you.
coincidence.
Was
Look at you.
Puka Nacua was a BYU cornerback?
No, the guy that they drafted was a BYU cornerback, but Puka
So
Nacua
who
was.
else is a BYU cornerback?
No,
Well, I'm just
Puka
saying
was
that it at least that the BYU players were being paid attention to.
Okay. So this guy said Harbaugh wanted to draft Puka Nacua. What was the context of that? Well, and that means what? And why didn't they draft him? So Harbaugh had no.
he was-
Is the point to say that Harbaugh had no juice in Baltimore? Is that the point?
Yeah, that's either that or that's like why there was a sticking point of him wanting certain roster control when he signed with the Giants.
But he was. But I think we all knew he was going to get whatever he wanted when he signed with the Giants. Is that not? Am I off on that? I
mean, I understand,
I'm
but
missing.
you know how
I'm missing the story. I'm confused.
Well,
The
I mean,
Giants desperately
I'm not-
wanted John Harbaugh. They had all these people calling, all this shit. They completely lifted the dress and showed him everything to get him over here. We knew that if he would have said fire Joe Shane, I think they would have done that too. No,
1000%.
Am I
yeah.
crazy to think that?
Nah,
So what are we
no,
talking
No,
about?
I'm just saying that it's not a coincidence that gets put out there. So it's like, even if it
Wait,
means
that what gets
just
put out
like
there? The Puka Nacua thing?
Yeah. Like now, you know what I'm saying? Like
Why isn't it a
it's almost
coincidence? What good does
because
that being out there serve John Harbaugh when if that wasn't out there, nothing changes? What did that
well,
change?
I mean, I'm just saying it came out. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
You know
somebody
what
put
I'm
it
saying?
out for a
Like,
Well, you know,
reason.
no,
yeah,
it came
for
out, but you're saying it's not a coincidence. So why isn't it a coincidence?
well,
How
because
does it
maybe
benefit
even
John
if it's
Harbaugh?
like, because even if it's like, people are hesitant to be like, oh, he's taking over all like the draft as well. He's getting this guy fired. Oh, but he did want Puka Nakua back then,
Wait,
so
what
maybe he
people?
does know
People
what
with
he.
the Giants or people like in the fans?
Yeah, just fans and stuff.
So John Harbaugh told Garofolo to put that out there so that the fans wouldn't get mad about the power that he's getting with the Giants.
I don't
That's
know,
the
nigga.
theory.
This is this is like Menace to Society way that you like that the nigga that's interviewing what's his name and just like so you put the beard down at the thing. I don't know. Some of this shit just goes out there and
Nigga,
I'm
if you're
just
gonna come here and start talking stuff, I want to understand what's going on. Like, I don't understand why I'm the bad guy because I'm trying to understand.
I'm just saying like it's out there. Like it wasn't out there all of these years. Like and then now
Like,
that now it's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Puka
I
Nakua's been
don't
a
know what you're saying.
superstar
That's
for.
why I'm asking. I don't understand the connection. I'm not making the connection. I don't even know that I believe that.
That's my point.
What is your point? Help me get it, please.
It was I'm not making sense because it doesn't make sense. It's just putting like nonsense out there just to like appease certain people and to make people look better. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't.
Like,
I don't agree. I don't see that.
okay.
I don't. I'm asking you to try to help me understand how you're making that connection, but you're telling me that it doesn't make sense. That's how you're making the connection, and I don't. I'm not following. That's all.
It doesn't make sense for somebody to say that now as if it just happened. It didn't.
Okay, but I'm just saying to say that it's not a coincidence is to suggest that you have put something together and that you understand what's happening sort of behind the scenes. And you say this isn't a coincidence, you're suggesting that you are aware of a connection. Is that not what it means when you say this is not a coincidence? Am I confused here? I feel like when you
Yeah,
said
no,
it's
no,
not a
you're
coincidence, you
right.
said it's not a coincidence that he said this now, and I'm asking you, oh, okay, well, what's not the coincidence? I'm expecting some sort of revelation that you put something together and you're going to present it to me, and I got nothing. That's all I'm saying. I'm
Well,
confused.
I've given you a whole bunch of little sprinkles that because it's like, for example,
Sprinkles
let's
of
take the
what?
opposite. Because I'm talking about like, okay, he's getting Harbaugh is getting a job that now he's going to take more personnel control.
mhm.
There's a VP of football operations that gets fired after he this. All right, so this is out there, and then I'm just juxtaposing it to like, for example, like with the Buffalo Bills, where the guy's like, oh, we didn't even want to draft Keon Coleman, and he's putting that out there. Meanwhile, there's a video of him saying that he did want Keon Coleman. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Right.
it's just like everything is just so it just doesn't seem like it comes at it's not random.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. This as far as this is where I was at with it. It just goes. It's more. It's a story out there that shows why Harbaugh wants his hands on that much, even though he would have gotten it probably regardless because the Giants were desperate. It's just evidence, or it's just a story to fill that gap of why John Harbaugh is not. He wants that much power is because he feels because of how shit went in the Ravens that he could have built a better team in his eyes or whatever the fuck. And that's just justifying that move as maybe not a negative one, or maybe not making the Giants look like they're giving somebody that's not
Desperate.
worthy of it or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just going along with that with the paper trail or the post trails from that, but because it is something to worry about as a Giant fan, it is something to worry about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for him to take that to have that much power, where's his track record? You know what I'm saying? Where's his track record as a GM? Or he don't John Harbaugh don't respond to his GM. He the GM you know what I mean is under him. So it's like as a Giant fan that watches football and understands the titles and the operation somewhat, it does concern me. Like, yo, I never see like obviously I think it's in safer hands with John Harbaugh than it is with Joe Shane and Kevin Abram or whatever. But I still think that's the better option with
So
John
it's
Harbaugh
not in
having
Joe
his hand.
Shane's hand anymore.
I don't think. I mean, the way they're making it seem, I don't think so. I think if John wants a certain player, and Joe Shane doesn't, and John will take an opinion, and I think it's ultimately up to John. That's me. I don't know.
So are
I
you
think
surprised that John Harbaugh wanted all this power and control, and that he was going to be the guy making the decisions? Did that
am
come
I
as a
so
surprise to you?
I'm not so I'm not surprised per se, but it did make me feel like, huh?
Because I
Like
thought that
I don't know
as
if
soon
he's
as
good
John
at.
Harbaugh was a head
Yeah,
coaching candidate,
yeah. You knew they were going to
I
give him everything,
assumed that wherever he went, he was going to come with control,
right?
you know, from the top down organizationally. I
Right,
assumed that, and I
right,
assumed it even more so when all the reports about how desperate and how aggressive the Giants were pursuing him.
right.
It's simple economics when you're talking about buyer seller market and
Right.
where the leverage is. It's not that complicated. I figured they're obviously the ones pursuing. They're the ones. He's the commodity. It's a
Mm-hmm.
seller's market. He's selling
Mm-hmm.
his services as a head coach, so
Mm-hmm.
therefore he can demand whatever he wants for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was operating under the assumption, whether it was the Giants or wherever he went, and even when Joe Shane
Miami.
was kept,
Oh, yeah.
um, I still that didn't really mean anything to me. I still figured if he decides to come to the Giants and they do keep Joe Shane, he's still coming with the power over Joe Shane. That
Right.
was my assumption, but it
Right.
sounds like that was not your assumption.
I was hoping for that, but I had to I
Wait,
had
because
to
see,
see.
that's now I'm confused because you were hoping for that, but you're also skeptical about what you say he hasn't done this before. Why should he have all this power? So,
No,
what would
I'm
you
not.
have ideally preferred?
No, I'm not saying that I'm surprised as much as I was curious to see how it went. I obviously would prefer the organization hands on with John Harbaugh than anybody else there, obviously. But I'm just saying it's a way, those little stories or whatever are just a way to maybe the people that are saying, well, John Harbaugh never had this power before. Why should we feel that he's capable of doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Maybe
Now,
that's what those little.
besides fans,
Mhm.
is that a conversation that's happening outside of Giants fan circles?
Nah,
I'm
probably
just saying I
nah.
have not heard
I
anyone
would.
questioning why is John Harbaugh getting all this power. I've only heard pretty much consensus. John Harbaugh is going to come fix the Giants, and he
That's it.
has the track record and the cachet and the experience and the
Right.
relationships. Blah 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 blah. I haven't heard anybody questioning whether or not John Harbaugh is someone who is qualified to have this level of power in an organization. I haven't. I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be a dick.
No,
I
no, I know,
haven't
I know,
heard
I know,
that.
I
So
know. Uh,
you're saying to me that this is all like orchestrated, calculated to appease a voice that I have not heard. That's why I'm so confused. That's why I'm asking.
no, I got you. I got you. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it like huge, but I have. Um, like when when everything was thrown at Harbaugh's feet, it was part of conversation. I don't know who I heard talking about it, but it did bring it up. Like he's gonna get every like whatever he wants out of it, obviously, because he's the commodity. But as a Giant fan, like where's the track record of his GMing? You know what I'm saying? Like where is that at? Like
The one I poke in the cooler.
that's
Well,
but like I said,
I understand Giants fans so I understand your perspective as a Giants fan sort of raising that question. And I've heard a handful of Giants fans generally share those concerns.
oh good, okay.
I'm just saying I have not heard that conversation happening to a degree that would make any of all that orchestration necessary. That's all. That's
Right. Right. No, and I agree, and I agree with that. But people need shit to post. Well, I don't fucking know. You know, like I can't get behind that one. Like, but I just do know that there's a level of not concern because at the end of the day, him in that position is better than anybody we have in the organization in that position. So it's like I'd rather fucking die with him at the helm than fucking Joe Shane because we already know where he's taking us. He's taking us
Yeah, well,
straight into
I
the
agree.
fucking
Already did with it.
iceberg.
I agree, and I feel like even the skeptical Giants fans also ultimately share that same idea.
Hmm.
Am,
Yeah.
am I wrong about that?
No, I think I would hope so. I would hope so. I mean, I have heard uh like one or two negative calls on DNR about Harbaugh, but I
No,
don't
I
really
have
like.
too. I've heard a couple of people. I've heard a couple of fans that call radio, and I've heard a couple of Giant fans who I've talked to who are skeptical about how good John Harbaugh really is, and what his sort of scope of talents really are. Is he really somebody who deserves all that power? I have heard that,
Right.
but it's a very
So small. Like, why
very
would you add shit?
isolated, small, group of voices that I don't even know that they've even made it to Harbaugh.
Yeah. Let me ask you one thing. Did y'all see the press conference?
I did.
How did you feel about it? Because I want to know if my fandom was what made me so fucking thrilled. Like when he walked up and everybody was clapping and all that shit. Like
No, that was your fandom for sure.
that's my
Yeah,
fandom. All right, cool. Because
yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's
didn't
just
get excited about it.
not excited, but like, did you like? I don't know. Well, we know
Not
him
excited.
already.
Thrilled was the word you used.
Right. Well, for you guys, not me. I was thrilled. I was excited. For you guys, I don't expect a thrill, but did you feel like could you like Giant fans should be happy? Like Giant fans should be thrilled right now.
I just watched the conference out of interest. I didn't. I don't take too much away from that stuff unless you do. Unless you shit your pants while you're sitting up there. Unless you do something insane. Like unless there's something that's like not like Gase's eyes or Sirianni
Right.
making a fool of himself or Duva or something goofy like that.
Or
Unless
Joe
you do some stupid
Judge.
shit that, and even at the end of the day, all of that shit didn't make a difference either. None of that shit mattered.
That's
So
Super Bowl
like I don't
champion
really
Nick
take
Sirianni.
anything from any of these press conferences. I just watch them to see if there's going to be something that's going to be entertaining out of them, but I don't really
Yeah.
I didn't take anything from it. There's nothing that I took from there. There's nothing that he could have said or done again aside from something insane that would have made me any more or less confident in whatever job he's going to do. To me, at the end of the day, the job he's going to do is the job he's going to do, and whatever he does or doesn't do at the press conference really doesn't, unless he shows that he completely cannot communicate with the media, which was not something I ever expected because he's been doing this for a long time. He's been
Right.
in front of a camera and holding press conferences for fucking 25, 30 years at this point,
Right.
Between being a head coach and all the other shit. Like, I didn't expect anything other than, fucking sterile, starched, professional Harbaugh-ism. and that's what you got.
Right.
Like, but does
Right.
that mean that he's gonna be a great coach?
Nothing.
I don't think
Doesn't mean
so.
shit.
Does that
Yeah.
mean he's gonna be a shitty coach? I don't think so. I didn't really take anything from it.
Right. Right. Yeah. But he did sure look good in that blue, though. I'll tell you that. What else we got? We got Salah. We touched on Salah, right? Last week?
He wasn't hired last week, to my knowledge.
No, right? But we talked. It was rumored that he
They
was
want
going
you
over.
to think.
What was that?
No, I said I thought we spoke about him possibly going to the Titans or leading the
We
way
spoke
for the
about all the
Titans.
openings. Do you have anything else, or does anybody have anything?
Nah,
Or should we just
nah.
do the picks?
Let's do the picks. Unless y'all want to get into this Jesse Minter hiring.
Me saying, do you have anything on the hirings?
No, unless
included
yeah, I
Jesse
don't
Minter?
have anything. I don't know who Minter is. I was shocked when I saw that.
I thought he was black.
Well, he looks. Well, that's black. If Salah and Daniels is black, this guy's right there.
I don't know if that works. I don't know if that's how it works.
Jesse Minter.
Are you
Wow.
excited? Are you excited over any hires? H. I don't know this. Are you excited about Stefanski?
I'm excited that Baker went after him. I was excited about that.
Oh, put me on. What do you say?
Let's just do the picks. We'll do the picks. I think that's a good idea.
He's ornery today.
Put you on.
Jeez.
I put you on days ago when I sent it to you via text, but apparently
Oh.
that didn't
Fell through the
put you
cracks.
on enough. So we'll just make the picks. 2-game Sunday.
Wow.
It's almost over. Obviously, last week, of course, I try to tell you guys to not fuck with that Houston Texans foolishness, but you don't want to listen.
That was my heart.
But anyhow, yeah. So you guys both went 2-2 last week.
Mm-hmm.
I went 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll start with the first game. Jared Stidham and the Denver Broncos hosting your New England Patriots and Drake May. Patriots opened up 5.5-point favorites. Now 4.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Patriots.
Wow.
I'll lay the 4.5. I'm on all kinds of other secondary bets and prop bets that we can get into later or not. Doesn't matter. But as far as just the line and the spread, I know that there's a lot of talk about it being too many points and is Bo Nix really 6 points better than Stidham? I've heard a lot of that. I say yeah, he is. I say yeah, he is. I don't think that Stidham is that bad. My point is not even that necessarily that Stidham is gonna be terrible in this game. I like a lot of his overs and a lot of his props, but this is once you're getting into that sort of no man's land zone of 4.5s, 5.5s. To me, it doesn't really make a difference. And truth be told, I think I might even lay 4.5, even if it was Bo Nix. I just don't think that the Broncos are that good. I don't think the Patriots are that good either. But I just think that they're playing better than the Broncos right now. The Broncos, pretty much their whole season was built on defense, and the defense has just gotten worse and worse as each week goes by. Josh Allen tried to have the Bills not even compete in that game with the way he was throwing up all over himself at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half. The fact that game even went into overtime is a complete indictment of the Denver Broncos defense. The fact that they were still able to score that many points on the road in that game, where's the Denver Broncos defense? They're supposed to be in the conversation up there with the Seahawks and the Texans, and maybe they are, but not to me they're not. I'm not talking about them in the same breath as those, like, noticeably dominant, vicious defenses. The Broncos have not been that for the last 8 weeks. So, I mean, what are we even talking about? I like I said, I think Stidham will be fine. I just think that this is the Patriots. This is being laid out for the Patriots. It makes me sick. I want to throw up thinking about this free ride to the Super Bowl that the Patriots are getting. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I know 4.5 may be a lot of points to some people, but it's not enough to me. I think as long as this game is 6 and up, a touchdown and up, I'm going with the Patriots. Patriots are going to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes me sick. You want to go, Chase?
No, you got it.
I agree with a lot of what you said, but I'm going to go the opposite direction just because I think the way the game is going to play out. I'm not exactly very confident in them being able to execute the way that they want to have this game play out.
Who's they?
But
which team?
wait, yeah, it's called drama. I'm building up, buddy. Come on. And
This
I
is
think
not,
that
this is not a movie. This is we're supposed to be giving picks and talking about the picks that we're making. I don't know what team you're talking about. What drama?
I think the Denver Broncos are going to keep it a little bit closer than you would originally, believe based on just like on paper. Because obviously, when you're starting Jared Stidham in the AFC Championship game, it seems like a no-brainer. But we also have a team that in a lot of years, or I would say most years, wouldn't even be in the AFC Championship to begin with the Patriots. So I think this is just like an outlier. Like you said, you don't think that the Patriots are that good and based on like what they've actually
just to be clear, because you said like the numbers. I wasn't making a numbers pick. I numbers wise, I would take the Broncos. I don't think that the Broncos are that much better. I mean, I don't think the Patriots are that much better, if better at all. And I think Stidham will be fine. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, I just think, I don't know. I just think it's going to be a lot closer because of the way that they're going to, the counter that they're going to have to go to with their game plan. It's not, like I could see the Broncos.
Okay.
Last week I could see them going into the game with a game plan that was more set up to score more points because obviously the Bills, they do, historically, or let's just say, that they're going to go into a game where their offense is going to show up. And, and that would mean that the Broncos, which isn't necessarily an offense built to keep up with a high-powered offense, I think that they had to change, the kind of chase more points. With a team like the Patriots, I feel like they're going to try to shorten the game and kind of play a different style of game, kind of drag it out, limit the plays and all that. And I just feel like at the end is gonna be a little bit closer. So 4.5 points. I think I'll take the Broncos with that.
Nice. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna agree with Flex here, and I'm gonna go with the Broncos also. Just for the simple fact that Drake May didn't look too great neither. Like Drake May, he made a lot of
that's the exact reason why I'm taking the Patriots. Because every reason you give for why the Broncos should cover is the same reason why the Chargers should have covered and the Texans should have covered, and they didn't. Drake May was fucking terrible, and the fucking Patriots just get away with fucking everything.
They do. You're right. But I don't know, man. I know the Broncos defense, and I agree with you that the Broncos defense is not as good as we as good as they put them out there to be, but they are better than the Bills. Um, and I just expect that defense to show up a
The
little.
Broncos are better than the Bills.
The Broncos defense is better
Yeah,
than the
but the
than
Broncos
the
played the Bills.
right. No, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm saying what I'm saying. New England. I'm saying yeah. Okay, my fault. Yeah, you're right. So they're not as good as the Texans, excuse me, but they're up there. They're
Yeah,
supposed to
and
be
they
the top.
covered against the Texans. That's
You're right.
my point. Go ahead.
You're
I'm
right.
sorry.
But I feel like I just feel like the Broncos defense is gonna show up more than they have in the past and the playoffs. New England did face a great defense and they showed, and I think it's gonna show again when they play a really good defense in the Broncos. So I think New England wins ultimately, but I think it's gonna be a little closer. And the 4.5 is just a little bit. I wish I would have betted it when it was 5, but I'll take the 4.5. Broncos. New England still wins though. Uh, the second game, what time is that? 8 o'clock, 6. The LA Rams at Seattle. Rams getting 2.5. Oof, that's a tough one, man. But I'm gonna go with the Seattle Seahawks. Um, I know I know it's tough. It was tough for me because, you know, can you really consider that game like? Can you really use that last game against the 49ers as an indicator of what they are right now? Not really because of all of what the Niners were, but they still got there. They still deserve their credit, and we saw them play the Rams twice this year. And the last time they played, Seattle looked that defense just made the Rams look regular. So, um,
Wait, last time they played, the one where
yeah,
Stafford threw 400 yards, that game,
no, he didn't throw,
the one that went to
he threw
overtime.
for 400. Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that what I'm talking about? That's the last one they played. Oh shit, maybe I don't remember now. But the Seattle defense, bro. Give me that Seattle defense, man. I believe in them. I believe in them. Yeah. I believe in that Seattle defense. I don't know, man. It's just I've been down in the Rams a lot, but you know they've they, they've showed out. They showed me that they're not the Rams from last year, and this Seattle defense, man, is real. Um, I feel like you can run on the Rams also. So give me Seattle, giving 2.5 to the Rams.
Okay, so last game, Seattle against the Rams. Seattle won 38-37 in overtime. Matthew Stafford, 29 of 49, 457 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Okay, I got those confused. It wasn't that game.
But that was the one. But that was the one that Sam Darnold threw all those interceptions. So right.
The early ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams. Uh, it's the only thing I feel like could save us from the Patriots winning again. Um,
Mm.
because I feel like even though I feel like both of these teams are, the Seahawks and the Rams are better than the Patriots. I think that's pretty obvious. I always want to. I'll always take the coaching advantage that I see when Sean McVay is going against any other coach. Granted, I mean Mike McDonald's seems like a great coach in his own right so far, and but I don't know. It feels like McVay is like up to something because his game plan, his game plans, the last couple weeks, the last few weeks, it just seems like something is off. I don't know if he's like trying like different things out, um, to kind of like kind of throw other tape out there and kind of like kind of confuse like ahead, like think a couple steps ahead. Um, because it's just like it just something feels off with the offense, and they're incorporating a lot of their tight ends. They've been using them a lot more. So I don't know if it's kind of just to open that part up of the uh of the of the playbook, and kind of maybe he saw something that they can expose with the Seahawks, and kind of was, is using a little bit more of their tight ends for that reason. Um, I don't know, man. I just feel like that this is that the Rams have been on runs. They've looked bad. We've doubted them. We've praised them, and it's just like at the end, they're still here. So, um, obviously, familiar opponents. Um, no surprises here. That's why I thought maybe that that there's something that he's kind of trying out to kind of see what works, and kind of add some stuff to the game plan. Um, but just at the end of it, man, just give me McVay over McDonald, and I think Sam Darnold hasn't necessarily proved that he's not the guy that everybody is expecting him to be at the end. But I love the Seahawks defense, but I do like the Rams defense as well. And as much as they don't, it seems like they kind of get beat at certain times. They always kind of come up with the big play that they need to, the big stop that they need to. The same on offense as well. So, uh, I think this is the Rams Super Bowl to lose. So give me the Rams getting 2.5.
Nice.
I'm taking the Seahawks, and I'm laying 2.5. I've been on the Rams all year. I have the Rams from the preseason to make the Super Bowl, but I just don't feel like they're playing their best football right now. And like I said last week, I really think that they lost their chance to go to the Super Bowl when they were unable to seal the deal and win the division, and made this road that much harder for themselves. With the additional game that we've added in the season now, Week 18, plus the additional playoff game, you make it a lot harder for these wild card teams or these lower seeds to make it through the gauntlet of the NFL postseason. The Rams just feel like they're running on fumes. They just look tired. They don't look as explosive on offense. They were very fortunate to get out of that game last week. They were fortunate to get out of both games. They could have very easily lost to the Panthers the week before. After they got away with that one against the Panthers, I thought, obviously we were all on Chicago against the spread. And even as the game drew close, I was thinking to myself, are the Bears the wrong side? Everything I have stats-wise tells me that the Rams are the significantly better team. They've been the better team all season. And I was like, is this going to be the game after having a little bit of a scare against the Panthers? Is the Rams going to put it together, and are they going to get back on track against the Bears? That clearly did not happen. They're not the same dominant team that they were towards the middle of the season, and they're not the team that we expected them to be. I don't know if it's fatigue. I don't know if it's travel. I don't know if it's injury. But I'm watching a Rams team that is not the team that I picked to make the Super Bowl. They were fortunate enough to get these wins, but this is another class of opponent that they're going up against defensively. And I have my questions about Sam Darnold. He obviously, I don't know to what degree he's dealing with this oblique injury. I don't know if he's going to be fully healed up. I'm not sure. Obviously, they lost Zach Charbonnet, which is not insignificant, but I don't know, man. I'm just not. There's been very little for me to look at with the Rams and feel confident over the last 2 weeks. They've gotten it done, but it has not been pretty. And the style of play that they've played the last couple of weeks against these two playoff opponents, I just don't see that flying in Seattle against a. Not only are they additionally rested because they had the bye week, they're rested from last week too. They didn't really have to go hard. They were able to they were able to take snaps off. And not to mention, by the way, the Rams played fucking overtime. You know what the record is for overtime playoff teams against the spread in the following week? It's not good. Going into overtime plus, and I've been talking about this all season long, I hate what the NFL is doing with these schedules. They screwed the Rams. So, I just don't feel like this road has suited them. I think they're the better team. I think that they deserve to win. I think that they deserve to go to the Super Bowl over the Seahawks. But you don't always get what you deserve. And I just don't think that they're playing well enough. I don't think that they're firing on all cylinders. And I don't think 2.5 points is going to be enough. I just don't. I have no confidence in the way that the Rams are playing right now. And I just feel like they're running. I just feel like they're running out of gas, man. If you told me that this was a Super Bowl matchup and we're getting 2 weeks to build up to it and they can kind of have a couple weeks to get right and get healthy, this team has been all over the place. They were in Carolina. They were in the freezing cold in Chicago, additional snaps, overtime. Now they got to go all the way to the fucking top corner of the country and play against Seattle. Seattle's been sitting there waiting for them for 3 weeks. It's just not. It's not a good. It's just a bad spot. I'm not picking them because I don't. It's not big. I'm not picking them because I like Sam Darnold better than Stafford. I'm not picking them because I don't have faith in the coaching or in the quarterbacks. I just think that you only have but so much gas in the tank. I just don't. I feel like I've been watching the Rams over the last couple of weeks. Even that loss that they took in Atlanta. Just the last month of Rams football just looks like a team that's just running on fucking fumes. And a team that's running on fumes, I just don't see faring well against a rested, aggressive, and violent Seahawks defense. So that's why I got to take this Seattle Seahawks. Unfortunately, even though it's similarly just like last week, but I feel like all the picks I'm making, I'm rooting against them. I would much rather see the Rams in the Super Bowl. I would much rather see the fucking Stidham pull off the impossible and with all the pressure on the Patriots for them to not make it. I just don't. I can't, in all honesty, say that I see that happening. So I'm taking the Seahawks. 2.5, I don't think is enough. If it got up to 3.5, then maybe I think that the Rams can keep it close, but I could see the Seahawks winning by a field goal in this one. So, I mean, I think that it'll be a close game. I think that these are two very evenly matched teams. I just feel like one of the teams is playing better football, healthy, and at home, and the other team has unfortunately just had to go through a much more difficult route in terms of travel, in terms of rest, in terms of snaps, in terms of weather. They've just had and listen, with all that being said, I think if the Rams pull this off, they should get extra. It should not be forgotten the road that they had to take to get there. Because I don't think it's insignificant. I think they're the better team, but I just think I think this is too tough a road. So give me the Seahawks and I'll lay the 2.5.
Nice.
But for the Broncos game, for the Broncos Patriots, although I am taking the Patriots against the spread, my favorite bet of the game is, well, there's a couple of bets. My favorite bet, I think, is probably either Broncos first quarter plus a half or Broncos first half total over 2.5. Because I feel like the best offense you're going to see from the Broncos is the first scripted drive that you get. I think Sean Payton will put together a drive to I think they're going to come out aggressive. I think the Broncos are going to, I think they're going to be aggressive with Stidham. I think Sean Payton's going to have him trying to push the ball down the field off the bat, try to take advantage of some of the weaknesses in the Patriots defense to catch him off guard. And I think the best that Broncos offense with Stidham is going to look is likely to be those first couple of drives. And I don't see why, with a nice scripted Sean Payton drive, they can't put up at least a field goal in the first quarter, and one of their first two drives to at least put up a field goal, if not a touchdown. I wouldn't be surprised if they could punch the ball in the end zone in one of those first couple of drives. So I feel like 2.5 points total, team total for at home. I feel like that should be very, very doable. I was surprised to see that you only needed a field goal in the first quarter to have them cash their team total. And I like them to have a lead at the end of the first quarter. I even like the plus 3.5 at halftime. I think they may very well have a lead at a halftime. I actually played a parlay with Broncos lead at halftime, Patriots full game, because
Wow.
I think that just based off of coaching, the Broncos should be able to have a good first half. I just think that that's going to run out in the second half. That's why I'm taking the Patriots. But I have a lot of faith in the Broncos in the first half, particularly on offense, and which is why I love Stidham's. I think Stidham to throw 3 touchdowns at 10-1 is insane. I've already bet that because I could see him throwing 3 touchdown passes for a team that doesn't have a particularly notable ground game. I think Stidham's gonna have to throw the ball. I like his pass attempts over 32.5. I think they're gonna put the ball in his hands. And whether they're up or if they're down, he's gonna have to throw as well. But I just expect Peyton to be aggressive. I don't think he's gonna sit back and I'm gonna try to protect my backup quarterback and try to win it on defense. I don't see the Broncos trying to do that. I think that he's gonna live or die with Stidham. So I love all of his prop overs.
Nice.
Yeah, especially because with somebody like Sean Payton, you can't see him taking this for granted. Like him seeing that like I'm one game away, like, and once I'm in it, I can fucking anything can happen. Like, my starting quarterback got his ankle broke. Like who knows what can happen in the Super Bowl. So like if I'm in there, anything could happen. So I can feel like him breaking out all the kooky stunts that
Yeah, I even thought about
his
that halftime that his claim to fame, the halftime onside kick. He obviously can't do that now because the kickoff rule changes. But I expect there to be some sort of other version of trickery in that regard. I do expect to see that. And listen, I'm rooting for the Broncos. I hope they win. I hope they oh my God, it'd be glorious if the way that all the Patriots fans expect to go to the Super Bowl, if they were to win that game, like as much as I don't really care to see Jarrett Stidham in the Super Bowl, if it means that the Patriots with all the good fortune and all the expectations on their side end up getting shut out, that would be enough to make me happy. I just don't think it's gonna go that way, but I would love that. That would be great.
That would be funny.
But I agree with you about. I think Sean Payton's gonna have all kinds of. But the one thing I will say, Sean Payton, he didn't exactly make me feel confident with the way when he was in that press conference. Like I understand, Bo Nix was hurt. He just lost his quarterback. He's gonna be upset. But the way that he was, I forget what exactly he said, but he gave like the most half-hearted endorsement of Stidham that I ever heard. He was like, oh, well, we feel good about Stiddy, so, just, watch out. I was like, watch out. Watch out? That's the rallying cry. Watch out. Like he didn't even look the reporters in the face when he said, he was like looking down. So just watch out. I was like, oh man,
that's right.
That did not exactly give off all kinds of winner bravado.
Right, yeah.
We'll see, man.
S-T-I, the D, the I, the D, the Y is steady.
My one thing is that I feel like there's so many bets that I like better than either of the teams against the spread, because I just feel like 4.5 points ain't doing shit for me with the Broncos. Like, I don't think that it's going to be a blowout. I think it'll be. I'm not thinking that the Patriots are going to run away with it. But again, neither of the Patriots. I don't want to be watching this game the same way I watched the first 2 Patriot fucking playoff games, where you're sitting there, you got the Chargers plus 3.5, and you're like, yo, we're right there. Just make a play. Go ahead, make a play, and it never fucking comes.
Even the Texans.
Well, no, I was going there next. You sit there with the Chargers, 3.5. You're like, yo, it's right there. The cover's right there. If they had a chance, they could have won that game if they could have made a play. It never comes. Patriots win and cover. And then going into the Texans game, it was the same thing. Like, the defense is gonna do their thing. They're gonna control the game. They're gonna keep it close. It's gonna be a close game. That's the thing about modern NFL is this is not 2020, 2018 where close game means 3 points, 4 points is gonna like. There's been many many games this year that I've had 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 points, and it'll be a close game and you don't get the cover.
Yeah.
Like just the way that offenses work in modern NFL, like these points don't mean the same shit that they used to, man. Like
it's
it's
2 or
very
3
hard
plays.
for me
It's
to
not
take
2 or 3
points.
points.
Yeah, like for me, it's like for me to take points, just because I expect the game to be close, it doesn't mean that the points have the same value to me. It's hard to kind of explain, but it's frustrating to sit there with the points, but just the way that scoring takes place in the NFL, like they end up not meaning shit. Like like 3.5 points in that Texans fucking Patriots game, that should have got you a cover. There was no reason, the way that game played out, there's no reason
CJ
why.
Stroud.
It was completely competitive. And as terrible as CJ Stroud was, they were still right there the whole fucking time.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
That's a crazy.
It just feels like that's just the way these Patriot games are gonna go. But
So you feel
Yo,
the total will be over? You go over 42.5 or under for that game?
I'm
Patriots.
not going with. I mean, if you force me to take a pick on the total, I would probably go. I don't know. If you force me to make a pick, I'll probably go under, to be honest. But
Right.
I know a lot of people are taking the over, and I know I'm on an island for the most part taking the Patriots. I haven't heard anybody taking the Patriots. I feel like everybody who like I respect as like a better picker, everybody's taking the Broncos. But and a lot of people like the over. I just feel like this. Why would I bet the full game over when there's so much value on the Broncos team total over? I'd rather bet the Broncos team total over 18.5 rather than betting the full game over 42.
Right.
yeah, because chances are if it hits that over, it's because the Broncos went over their point total anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think
Right.
you're going to get over 42.5 for the team total for the full game without Stidham showing up, without the Broncos being able to put something together on offense.
Right.
Like,
No, I agree.
I don't disagree with any of the logic as to why the Broncos should cover. I just don't think they're gonna cover. There's really no numbers behind it. I just don't. I just feel like the same way I felt about the Texans game and the Chargers game, and also like I said about the Rams, the Broncos were home, but they played an overtime game too. They got extra snaps under their belt.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So I don't know. I just feel like this is gonna be a game. If I'm imagining how I see this game ending, like how do I picture this game ending? Do I picture this game? Jarrett Stidham has the ball with a drive to win with the ball in his hand. I don't think that's how it's gonna end. I don't think
Right.
Vrabel's gonna allow that. I
Yeah.
think Vrabel's gonna manage the game such that it's gonna be out of reach by the end of the game. That's just how I picture it going. But
Yeah.
like I said, hope I'm wrong. I hope the fucking Stidham throws 500 touchdowns and they blow the Patriots out. That'd be amazing. But I
So-
just don't.
Mike Vrabel-
I don't see
if
it.
I was a
think the
referee,
Patriots are
I'd
gonna
be-
lose to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
That was my next question. So who you got? So you saying Seattle Patriots flex?
I mean, it's gonna be the
Well, he
Patriots.
already said the Ram. Well, he said the only thing that's gonna keep us from.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Yeah,
what
that's
he was picking.
that's the thing. It's like
But are you picking what
I
you
have
want, or
more-
are you picking what you think?
this is. I mean, I'm trying to manifest it to a certain degree. I do think
That's
I
how
do
it
think
is. I feel that.
because I do think the Seattle is a better team in general. They might be the best team left out of the Rams and obviously the Patriots, but I just have more confidence in the team that will show up at the Super Bowl if it's the Rams as opposed to the Seahawks. Like, because obviously it's going to be some of the the Darnold things, and just in general, just the Seahawks just being a young team like this. I just feel like I feel like I can't have the Patriots win, so I want
The
the
best.
I believe more in the Rams over the Seahawks
Yeah.
when it comes
I,
to
I, for some reason, I don't. For
yeah.
some
I
reason, I
mean,
don't. I
I mean
res-
they proved they're a great team. I don't know.
I'm nervous I feel like for some reason that last Rams Patriots Super Bowl is in my head where all that Sean McVay shit didn't do shit in that Super Bowl. These niggas scored 3 points.
Yeah, but
And
I mean it was
obviously
Jared
that
Goff.
was it was Goff and it was Belichick. But I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see
That'll
what
be a tough
happens. I know what I'm rooting for. I know what I think is gonna happen. I'm hoping what I think doesn't happen. But I'm putting my money on it. So hopefully, if the result doesn't go the way I want it to go, at least I can profit off of it.
Right.
I like that.
Man. So your next Super Bowl winner is
Next year,
no this one. This year winner
I just said I think the Seahawks are gonna beat the Patriots in
Seahawks.
the Super Bowl.
Flex
And the NFC Rams.
or Seattle, right?
hmm
Well,
No, you
right
gotta make
now
a pick.
Seattle
you were
favorite.
I mean,
looking for
it's-
a pick.
I mean,
you agree with
it's
the
Rams.
favorite Seattle?
No, he said I think he said Rams.
Well, I mean, because I picked the Rams, broski.
Yeah, Rams. There it is. There you have it.
And none of us
Plus
are picking
230.
the Broncos to beat the Patriots and make it.
They're plus 1,000 right now
Yeah, I can't.
To win the Super Bowl or
Super
to win
Bowl.
the game?
to win the Super
Or
Bowl.
to win
plus
the AFC Championship?
Super Bowl.
Hmm.
It's Seahawks plus 145, Rams plus 230, Patriots plus 260, Denver plus 1,000. This is DraftKings.
So last thing I'll tell you is a couple of the parlays that I put in that I'm excited about. That I don't think are that crazy.
I'm actually writing this down because I gotta make some bets. Man.
So I don't think this one is crazy at all. Oh, okay. So how about this? This one I don't think is crazy, but it would be wild. 2-leg parlay. Jared Stidham to throw 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams to catch 2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Those
That's
two
not that
together
crazy. That's
are
gotta be a big number.
114 to 1.
I figured, wow.
Other one I got is Jared Stidham 2 touchdowns. Broncos first half spread plus 3.5. So down by either winning at the half, tied, or down by no more than a field goal. Patriots to win.
Mm.
Adding to that from the other game, Stafford 2 passing touchdowns. Seahawks minus 2.5 on the spread. Those 5 legs are 121 to 1.
Jeez.
And I don't think those are that crazy.
They're not.
No.
Yeah, I like those.
And I played those both separately too, because if you just play those single games, just the Stafford passing touchdown, Seattle to cover is 9 to 1, and then the Stidham 2 touchdowns, Broncos halftime spread, Patriots to win is 10 to 1. So I played those separately as well. What else did I have? Yeah, I got Stidham to throw an interception. Stidham to throw an interception is like that. Those then there's not long odds. And I put good money on like the singles, you know, the parlays to try to hit a lotto ticket are
Trying
fun.
to hit a big number, right?
But I played Jared Stidham to throw 2 touchdowns at plus 210. That I don't see a world where the Broncos even come close to covering if Jared Stidham doesn't throw 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, why would I bet Broncos plus 4.5 at minus 110 when I can get Jarrett Stidham to throw 2 touchdowns at plus 210?
Good point. Yeah. Man.
And total first half field goals in the Denver New England game, over 1.5 first half field goals is minus 120.
Yeah.
I think that either team could kick 2 field goals in the first half.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty strong about at least 2 field goals being kicked in the first half. And Denver total touchdowns in the game, not even Stidham throwing them, just them to score 2 touchdowns, whether it's defense, running, whatever. Denver total touchdowns in the game over 1.5 is minus 170. If Denver can't put together 2 touchdowns in this game, the whole fucking game, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
And that
mean, you
number
got to
should be
lay
way
juice
higher.
for it. You got to lay juice for it, but I laid the juice because I feel like, because again, I feel good about Denver's offense in this game.
Yeah.
Jarrett Stidham, most passing yards in the game, plus 142. I took that one too.
My worry is the actual game plan.
As far as what?
No, I mean, the counter to my counter is that they don't really have a running back that can kind of, like a King Henry type that can kind of dole out punishment, take over, get those chunks of yard
That's
at a
your
time to
counter
kind
to
of set
why
up.
Jarrett Stidham won't lead the game in passing yards?
No.
It sounds like you're making the point that he will.
No. I'm saying that, like, my counter, like, because what I was alluding to, like, with the game plan changing, like, I could see Sean Payton trying to shorten the game, using running backs, and using the running game and relying on the defense. But the counter to that, like, my own point,
You know
is
that the Patriots have a top rushing defense, right?
That goes to my point that they don't have a running back that can take over the game as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
But what?
in
So
theory,
what are you countering that I said?
No. I was just gonna say, when you, like, with the passing yards, I was just saying, like, because why I took the Broncos is, like, I would think that they would want to shorten the game using the run game and kind of, not relying on Stidham in the first place, but they don't have a running back that can really do that. I just think, like, that would be Sean Payton's mentality.
So you're countering your own pick.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were
But I didn't
countering
pick again.
me saying Stidham is to lead the game in passing yards.
Yeah, no. That my thing was that my only worry was that, and then I had a counter to my worry.
Oh.
These are the voices that are fighting. That's why,
I'm surprised that Jarrett Stidham is not the favorite to lead the game in passing yards. Like, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that he's not, but I expect the Patriots to go into this game, now that they are in such a position of favorite. I expect Vrabel to be much less aggressive than Payton.
Because he knows, like, it's in his hands.
In whose hands?
No, I'm saying, like, it's the Patriots' game to lose. So the thing is, the only way the Patriots lose this game is that they do something funny, like, they end up giving up special teams or a pick six. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that Vrabel views this game with a backup quarterback as an opportunity. We just gotta. And that's sort of the Patriot way, right? That's been the way since back with Belichick. The same way, you let the other team beat themselves, and I feel like they've to a certain degree, played the first 2 playoff games like that too. I think they're just going to lean even more into that on the road. I don't think Vrabel and McDaniel are going to put Drake May in some aggressive passing position to fuck this game up when they got Jarrett Stidham on the other side.
Right.
I don't see them doing that. I think they got 2 running backs. I think they're going to give Trevion Henderson and Stevenson a lot of run. I think they'll try to limit Drake May's mistakes and try to capitalize on forcing mistakes out of, Jarrett Stidham. I feel like that's how they would have went into the game for the most part, even if it was Bo Nix. But I feel like they tighten it up even tighter, considering the opponent and considering the quarterback now.
Right.
We can't let this dude beat us.
Yeah, that's how I see it going. And that's why I feel like, given that that's the way that I see it going, and I feel like the exact opposite for Sean Payton, almost like him looking at it like, yo,
guns blazing.
like we're
We gotta
gonna
get it.
you know
We gotta take it away.
our only advantage in this game on offense now is the fact that I could do whatever the fuck with Stidham because they got very limited tape on them. They don't got a ton of tape on Stidham, and I could do whatever the fuck I want. And I think, like you said, I don't think that they have a running game that he has any confidence in to lean on. So I feel like he kind of has no choice but to be like, all right, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be crazy, but I don't think he has the roster or has the matchup to try to play this tight, win the game on defense. So I feel like with that being how I view the game, I look at it like I expect Stidham to have more passing yards. I expect him to have more passing yards. I expect him to have more passing attempts. I expect him to be. I feel like the Broncos need him to throw the ball way more for them to win than the Patriots need Drake May to throw the ball to win. I don't think the Patriots' path to victory is necessarily Drake May airing it out. Whereas without the Broncos getting some decent production out of the passing game with Jarrett Stidham, I don't see how they even try to win the game.
Yeah.
Especially since the Patriots have a top rush defense, their main vulnerability is in the pass game. I mean, it just all adds up. So.
Yeah.
That's a go.
But anyway, so those are my bets. Hopefully, we end up being profitable. I love the long shot. I love Stidham 3 touchdowns. 10-1 is crazy.
That's nice, huh?
3 touchdowns, and his over/under in passing yards I bet it when it was at 183, which was crazy. Now it's already up to, last I saw, it was at 198. I would still take over 198.
I might look at that.
I think I heard the stat that Jarrett Stidham has never, in none of his, I think he started 4 games in his career.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's thrown, I think the stat was that he has not thrown for less than 200 yards in any of those starts.
Really? Let me see what is that now.
Yeah, and all the people making the case for the Broncos against the spread that I've heard have been saying, oh, has a long time in the offense, he's familiar with the offense, and I agree. I agree with all that. Like, it's not like I can't imagine.
Yeah,
like, it's not like I can't logically imagine the Broncos having some path to victory in this game. I just don't believe it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it could change completely. It can, Jarrett Stidham, they're down, they're down 6 points, at the end of the game. They're driving, and just like the Miami-Indiana game, he just throws a touchdown at the end and they seal it. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Stidham?
and the Patriots seal it that way. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, I could, like, I don't know why I have this picture in my mind of the game ending where the Broncos either have the ball, like, with a chance to tie with a touchdown. I just feel like they're going to be down 6 or 7 in the fourth quarter, and that's how it's going to end, and that's how they're going to lose. I just feel like imagining them being down 4 with the ball with, like, 2 minutes left, I don't think that, like, that means that they have a very significant chance to win, and I just don't feel like that's how it's going to end. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't feel like I'm going to be watching a game. Stidham's got the ball. all he needs to drive down for a touchdown and they win the game. I can see them. They're down a tutty. They're trying to claw back or trying to make something happen. Like, again, it's all just the way I'm picturing it. It's not really based in any, DVOA or nothing like that. That's just how, because that's just, I feel like that's the Patriots game I've been watching the last couple of weeks, damn near all season. So, I don't know. Fuck the Patriots, man. Hate these niggas. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Man, my bad.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't mean to say that out loud.
The fans slowly coming out the woodwork again. They were down for a substantial 2 or 3 years, and now they're back.
And they wasted no time and shooting right back to the top of the most wackest, corniest, bitch-made fan base out.
Yeah.
They wasted no time. Crying, oh, how could you say he's not MVP? How could you say Stafford? Look at all the running stats. Suck my fucking dick. Get out of my face.
Yeah.
These crybaby Patriots fans are mad annoying. They're the worst.
We'll see.
Man, anyway, listen, I'm praying. I would love it if Stidham could fucking, and it'd be great. I mean, that's the one thing nobody mentioned. This is the revenge game of all revenge games, no? Jarrett Stidham, drafted by the Patriots. They didn't expect to see him in the AFC Championship game. He gets a chance to take him out. Oh, man, be amazing.
Yep.
Another little thing, I don't know. What's the update on Dobbins? Because I heard that he might be back, which I don't even know what to make of that. But
yeah, right.
Like, I don't know if that's even a good thing or a bad thing. But
he was good early in the season, man.
He was for them.
Then RJ Harvey kind of emerged.
Yeah,
he's not a bell cow.
He was fine. I think it can't hurt to have another body. I just don't know how, he's fine, but he's not some elite back that you're like, oh man, if we get him back, oof, watch out. Like my man Sean Payton said, watch out. Fucking watch out. That was the wackest rallying cry ever. Watch out.
Yeah, he returned to practice.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what I'm saying. I think they already activate him off of the PUP or whatever list they had him on. I was reading something that they had some time limit that they could activate it. They have some window that if they activate him, he could be available, some shit like that. So I wasn't sure how legitimate that was, but I mean, I guess it can't hurt if they have another body that could run, and he'll at least be, if he's fully healthy, he's at least a fresh body, not some he didn't play overtime snaps last week, so maybe that could be a hopeful. What do you think about total? You asked me, I didn't ask you back.
Yeah, as far as the over. Or the total of the passing?
No, you asked me the total, the over-under 42.5. I'm not really great with totals unless they're extremely high or extremely low. Anytime they kind of fall in that 42 to 48 range, I can't really call it, man.
That's why I asked you, because it sounded like you was trending to the over, and my initial thought was the under, because I just feel like that. I feel like if they never have any shot, it's got to be a physical game.
The perception.
If Denver has a shot,
under.
I feel like the opposite though.
Really?
I don't think Denver can win a close game. Not that I don't think they could win a close game. I don't think they're best served keeping the game tight. I think that they're best served trying to put pressure on the Patriots, trying to increase the pressure on the Patriots. Because like I said, I feel like the Patriots, they're going into this shit on some let's not make a mistake, let's wait on their mistake type of shit. And I just feel like if they try to play some type of conservative game, the one thing, as overrated as I feel like Drake May has been, the one thing that he has been able to do is find a way to make a big explosive play in times of need.
Yeah.
Explosive plays is what his whole entire resume has been built on this season. He has not been a guy who's going to drive the ball long drives down the field, he has not been the guy that you expect that he's going to go, he's going to have a drive where he goes, 8 of 10, multiple first downs. Like, nah, he's going to fucking throw a bomb down to Booty, or, he's going to take off and run for 40 yards or something like that. That's where he's had most of his success, which is another reason why I love that first quarter 2.5 points over, because I don't expect a long drive from the Patriots. I mean, I think they might try that. I just don't know that that's Drake May's strength. It'd be the first time I'm seeing him do that. So.
Right. No, I get you. Yeah. No, I know. I know the way I have it mapped up in my head is Denver's defense gonna play finally up to their potential. So
yeah, we'll see. I have no faith in Denver's defense. I'm sorry.
Right.
And the other good thing is the other sort of trendy thing is that the Patriots have been historically terrible in Denver. So I think they're 0-4 in the playoffs in Denver. So I think Tom Brady's last AFC, was it? No, it must not. It couldn't have been AFC, because his last AFC playoff loss was to. Who was his last? Was it to the Titans? Who was his last playoff loss to with the Patriots? Wasn't it to the Titans? Thought it was to the Titans.
To Vrabel?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think it was, but I could be wrong, because I feel like his last year with the Patriots was after a loss in the playoffs to the Titans at home. I think that was the game where Derrick Henry threw the touchdown pass.
That was the last.
Yeah, because it wasn't in the Super Bowl.
No, well, I was thinking, because I was thinking but then it was like, I thought maybe it was Mahomes, but he beat Mahomes, and that was when they went to the Super Bowl, and was that when they beat the Rams, or was that when they played the Falcons? I don't remember which Super Bowl they went to then, but
so many.
that was that game. He beat Mahomes. I think his last season with the Patriots ended with that loss against the Titans, if I'm not mistaken, in the playoffs. Or they made the playoffs?
Would that be the third time? That's the third time they play each other, right? In the Super Bowl, if the Rams and Patriots make it this year.
Third time ever, yes. Or at least I know there was obviously the first Brady Super Bowl and the McVay Belichick Super Bowl.
Yep, and then this one.
So yeah, I think it would be the third.
Crazy. I wonder what's the record for that. That's a good.
What's the record for times two teams have faced in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the most.
Yeah, that is a good question. I have to imagine it's probably.
Because right now the Patriots and the Giants, that's two.
Patriots and the Giants. No, Patriots and Giants isn't it 3? Didn't
That's what I'm saying. Back in the day.
Well, they had the 2 Eli's.
Grogan.
The 2 Eli.
And wasn't there? Didn't Parcells coach
the 2 Parcells?
That they
Who
got
did they lose
out?
to wasn't that to the Giants or no?
We beat the Bills. I know that. That
I
one
think that's
year, I
what it
don't know.
was.
Yeah, 91 they beat the Bills. But that was but Parcells was coaching them at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Before he was with the I get confused with the timeline.
Yeah.
He was with the Patriots before. No, he was with the Patriots after the Giants.
After, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won twice.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be 3. We know it's at least 2, but it might be 3. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I used to know all the fucking Super Bowls. Now I gave up, man. It's too many.
Well,
After COVID, man, after everything is a blur, man. Everything is a blur. COVID, it messed up my sort of timeline of mental timeline of history.
And also long COVID.
was it COVID or was it the timeline jumping?
See?
What do you mean timeline jumping?
We jumped timeline. Some people say that we jumped the timelines during the COVID.
I
No.
see. You were doing so well in trying to get off of get the conspiratorial stuff off of you and
It
transfer
was a
it to
joke.
Flex,
I was
and now
just
you just
playing.
fucking bathed yourself back
Take
in.
it back.
Me and Flex is holding hands, jumping into them shits. I don't know what y'all.
Nah, nah, nah. I don't
nigga.
think so. I don't think so.
I'm
I don't
leading you
know
to the
about that.
water. I'm leading you to the water. Nah. I'm not.
You got your toes in, bro. You got your
I'm not
toes in.
into deep like Mackay Fife.
Nah. That was the movie where Sam Jackson got murdered, right? Oh no, that was Deep Blue Sea. I always
Wait,
confuse
that's-
those two titles.
And no, it's because the
Okay.
Kanye West on the Don't Like remix.
He said that?
I was
Oh
in
my
too
God.
deep like Mackay Fife, and he wasn't in that
He's
movie.
not even in that movie.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
crazy.
he wasn't?
That's almost it's Epps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Yo, Kanye would say some shit like that. Bro. That's crazy.
No, he did say that.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, he
That's
did say.
crazy.
Oh
That's
God.
crazy.
Speaking of that, I heard he's making a comeback. Is that true?
I don't know. Well, he did.
Oh,
Well, I'm not gonna.
Were
I
you
don't know.
excited about the Oscar nominations? I heard you were very upset Wicked didn't get the nominations. Is that true? I'm talking
Who?
you, Word Life.
Me?
Is that true?
Nah, I didn't even pay attention this year, bro. Even fucking.
Because
Yeah, you
Wicked
I didn't
didn't
even
get nominated.
and
you
I didn't see
boycotting?
Wicked, bro. I didn't see Wicked because witches scare me.
what?
So did you watch that movie Weapons? I heard there's a witch in that too, or no?
I did not watch Weapons.
I heard that's good though.
Yeah, I did actually hear it was good.
But I think there's a witch, so you
Yeah, I don't like witches,
Yo,
bro.
that's my dude's ass, yo. That what were the kids doing?
Like the Three Stooges, bro.
Yo, that was exactly what I was thinking. The Three Stooges. I was thinking that exact same
Nobody
shit.
said it too. I was so mad.
Yeah, they miss out on a lot of quality jokes sometimes. They're right there. They just walk right over them. I don't know what's
Right.
going on. But anyhow, do you guys have any bets, any picks? I think I like Devontae Adams' touchdown. You know what else I like?
Who?
Low
He
key.
moved a little bit better than I thought.
Huh?
Devontae Adams was moving a little bit better than I thought.
Yeah, and I heard he had some quote that this is his last opportunity for a Super Bowl. It's a drink, some shit that he said about
Uh-oh.
not wanting to lose this opportunity. But you know what? Another bet that I took was speaking of revenge games. I could see Cooper Kupp sneaking a little touchdown in this game.
Yeah, I had him on the
Against his
over
former
last game.
team.
I had him
They
over
tried to
catches
involve him the last
game.
few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only reason I don't like his overs is because I don't know what Sam Darnold's health is, and I don't know to what degree he's gonna even be trying to aggressively throw the ball, and also like his involvement overall in the pass game is very hit or miss. There's been games where he'll have fucking 7 to 8 targets. Those are the games where he have one target.
Yeah.
If
But I
like
could
all the
see them putting a lot of focus on Jackson Smith and Jigba and AJ
Yeah, we're
Barner
not
in the
gonna let
red
him beat
zone,
us.
and then all of a sudden Cooper Kupp. Yeah, take that, Sean McVay. You thought I was washed? Eat that, nigga.
You know he wants to eat. You know,
Yeah, I
Trump
could see that. I could totally
or
see
does
that.
or you know he wants to drink.
But his odds are way long. I bet it.
Why,
I
'cause of
bet it
Kupp?
yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, that was horrendous. I'm sorry. Man.
Wait, what happened? I missed
Well, he
it.
doesn't want to eat. He wants to drink because
You know his,
Cooper Kupp.
Oh, I thought he said he's gonna be chilling with 2 girls and 1 cup. That's what I thought he was talking about.
no,
That
I
was-
think the guy is thirsty. You might want
That was all kidding aside. That was the joke I thought you made that I missed.
2 receivers, 1 cup.
Pooper Kupp.
Nah, Cup he's plus
2 receptions,
305,
1
man. I feel like that's a good price.
2 receptions, 1 cup. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, what is he? Anytime touchdown?
Yeah,
280.
anytime
Yeah,
is-
that's nice.
yeah, you can get him for 305 at Fanatics
Okay.
Sportsbook.
Dale.
And the other one I like is AJ Barner a lot too, Because especially with Charbonnet out, he's the one that they be running the tush push and the goal line runs. I don't know why they. I don't know who had decided that we're gonna add the next evolution to the new goal line package is we're gonna use tight ends instead of running backs. Fucking they were doing that shit with Goddard too.
Yeah.
And Connor, what's his name? Connor Hayward.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, with the Steelers. I don't know who started that, but now it's tight end. So I feel like Barner.
Like they can do that at any point.
Yeah. But I feel like Barner with Charbonnet being out, I could see them instead of going to Walker, going with Barner.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that they always used to like go away from fucking Walker.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm saying. I feel like
Walker's touchdowns is because he gets them from like the 20-yard line.
Right, because he's faster than everybody.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like the instinct would be, oh, no Charbonnet, so you got to go in on Walker. But I feel like with the touchdowns, I feel like they're still gonna go elsewhere. But that's why I feel like there's value on Barner and Cup. But we shall see. Let's try to get some money, man. Let's try to get some money, and hopefully we get these Patriots up out of here, man. Yeah. Hopefully we get these dudes up out of here. And
shit.
Big bounce back for the Knicks last night. Thank God. Oof. Things were getting ugly, man. I can't believe what they did. I can't believe that they did Martin Luther King like that. They don't even have a flyer for what disgusting shit they did on Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was disgraceful.
Maybe they were at those fucking. Maybe they saw Martin Luther King Day banner and went out that fucking night before, man, because that was horrific.
Oh, last thing. Did you see Mike Brown doing Cat dirty?
I didn't see that.
Yo,
no with respect. the dap to
no respect. Dap
to
he
Draymond?
Wishes it was a dap. They were practically fucking on the court. They were hugging and he had his leg up like that, hugging him. They were crazy. Yo, Draymond hugged him mid-game. Middle of the game. In the middle of the game, like they were doing the inbounds.
Hell yeah.
They were doing the inbounds, and he went over there, was talking to Mike Brown, and he just went and gave him a hug, and then Mike Brown came and gave him a hug after the game. They're humping each other. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? It was crazy. And like, listen, I don't do what you got to do, but like, when this dude is, and like, I can't blame anybody for
his feet in your food.
Yeah. What? I can't.
That's basically what that is.
I'm gonna watch that video
what it is. Yeah, I can't blame Mike Brown for Cat always getting punked, but at the same time, that's whether anybody likes it or not. As the head coach, you can't be doing that. You gotta whether you hate this dude or you think he's soft and you think Draymond Green is tougher than him, you cannot publicly be like that. No. You gotta have his back as the coach.
That's like giving dap to like a kid that beat my son up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's crazy. Like even if you have a relationship with him, you can't do that. It's nuts.
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to it. But you know what it is? It's the mentality of these people. Like I be seeing white people and like. And just people in general, like in business and stuff like that, just be talking to each other, and it's all just nonsense. Like, oh yeah, we should catch up for this or this. It's like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't do small talk. Like, if I talk to you, like it's because I'm genuinely talking to you, not because I'm like I'm thinking about something that I'm gonna get down the road. I don't do all of this shit, like all this phony shit, man. I can't stand white people all the time. Like you see them, like especially like today, because even my girl brings it up to me. She was like, "Oh, we like the black
catching the stray. What does that have to do?
Yeah, they should, man. They got enough. They got enough dubs in this shit. They could catch a random stray. But I was at the concert and we sit in the back and my girl was like,
"What concert?
Yeah, we're like the
Morgan Wallen."
No, today, nigga, it's the winter concert. Morgan Wallen. and they made us sit in the back there. Nah, but I was just sitting there and you see all these fucking white people chit-chatting with each other. I'm like, yo, none of these motherfuckers like each other, man. They be just talking shit, like, for no goddamn reason. I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to waste my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste brain power. I don't want have to pretend like I know somebody. No, like if I know if I fuck with you, I do. If somebody that I know doesn't fuck with you, that's enough for me not to fuck with you.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, we got to go because Cheeks has another podcast to do. So
Not a podcast.
he has another podcast appearance to make.
Oh,
He's
damn.
very important and high
No,
demand
no.
superstar celebrity. So we have to end. We have to cut this
so
short,
done.
ladies and gentlemen.
Not true. Not true.
We need to let Word Life go to his next big appearance. So until
I
next
just
week
told him
before the
20
Super
minutes.
Bowl.